Like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below. Changes to the official name for Thailand's capital, COVID numbers rising, Rayong beach lines condemned in places by authorities, and smog levels at the highest in our own region. Just some of the headlines today in local and national news from Thailand. A Thai lesson in pronunciation may be due for all of us, as the Office of the Royal Society has announced the change to the official name of Thailand's capital. Globally known as Bangkok amongst non-Thai speaking people, the Cabinet this week approved the Prime Minister's official draft to change the name back to a small part of the original city name. If approved, the capital will become known as Krung Thep Maha Nakhon. To date, Thais call the capital Krung Thep, which translates as the capital city of angels. It's expected that Bangkok's name will still be recognised as Bangkok as well, with that being used alongside the new name. The original name for Bangkok, however, would be more of a tongue twister, as you can now hear.
กรุงเทพมหานคร อมรรัตนโกสินทร์มหินทรายุทธยามหาดิลกภพนพรัตน์ราชธานีบุรีรมย์อุดมราชนิเวศมหาสถานอมรพิมานอวตารสถิตสักกทัตติยวิษณุกรรมประสิทธิ์
Now that translates to the City of Angels, the Great City, the Eternal Jewel City, the Impregnable City of God Indra, the grand capital of the world endowed with 9 precious gems, the happy city abounding in its enormous royal palace that resembles the heavenly abode, where reigns the reincarnated God, a city given by Indra and built by Vishnu-karma. Now that would have been a mouthful. A continued rise in COVID figures nationally, despite being mostly the Omicron variant, has seen the Bangkok local government ordering the opening or reopening of further isolation centres around the capital to reduce the caseloads in hospitals. Used for those with COVID but without serious symptoms, these centres are due to be set up in each of the 50 provinces. Amnesty International may or may not be allowed to continue to operate within Thailand, as the Labour Ministry says it's considering whether to refuse a new operating licence as the group has failed to comply with certain legal requirements. The biannual licence is issued based on licensees having no political agenda or giving support to any particular political factions over others, and also requires regular reporting. From Rayong province, we're receiving reports that despite efforts by the province to reduce the effect of 2 major oil leaks from a petroleum company, the Rayong Pollution Control Centre has declared seawater areas around Burirom Beach temporarily unsafe for recreational activities. Regular testing since the leaks and currently this week have found petroleum hydrocarbons way above what's considered to be a safe level. Air quality is said to be safe, and the Provincial Fisheries Office believes that no contamination that could be deemed as hazardous has been found in locally caught seafood. However, local businesses are suffering greatly, with resorts losing any bookings and many refusing to eat at seafood restaurants. All of this is firmly as a result of the twin leakage, and a full police investigation is underway. The Thailand Pass system, currently used for access to Thailand for visitors, is to see a fundamental overhaul, which will speed up the approval process. Currently promising 7 working days as a maximum waiting period between applying and getting a response, that wait period is expected to be significantly shortened. Who shot a gold shop customer in Tak province at the weekend is finally due to be resolved, as police have nabbed one of 4 thieves who stole gold before fleeing in a truck. Somewhere between entering the shop and them leaving, an innocent customer was shot dead, with the customer's wife claiming that he was shot by the shop owner, who appeared at the beckoning of his wife armed and firing, whilst others lay the blame on the robbers. It's an easy match for the police, as there will be CCTV, and of course the bullets can be traced to the gun of whoever fired them. How was the robber caught? All he had to do was hide the pickup that they'd used for the getaway. He overlooked that task, and as a result was the first to be caught and questioned. Meanwhile, at home and in our own province, this morning, Thursday, we received reports of 821 new cases of the virus around the area. 162 in Chonburi, 225 in Sriracha, 183 in Banglamung and 59 in Sathit. Nationally, the figures are rising dramatically. In the same period, Thailand reports 17,349 new cases with 11,561 recoveries. In our own region last night, smog was at its worst for a considerable time, and surprisingly at its highest level at dusk. Listing in the dangerous red level at 154, that put us 34 points above even Bangkok. This morning Thursday, numbers had dropped during the cooler night to 94, but are expected to rise again today. Anyone with breathing difficulties should avoid any exertion, and exercise even for the fit outdoors is not recommended. With no traffic to blame and no fires of any consequence, many, rightly or wrongly, blame industry. Non-Thais in many cases did join in at the numerous temples in the region that saw celebrations yesterday for Mahabucha Day. Candlelight processions took place at all, which highlights the improvement from this time last year, when the more serious types of COVID saw many temples not celebrate and followers then recommended to watch on TV instead. This year, temples were again well attended. And with the Met Office promising highs today of 30 degrees dropping down to 25 and a good chance of rain at any time. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme,